Is it just me, or is Bilbo Baggins kind of a shut-in? As we enter the second year of our coronavirus isolation, it seems worthwhile noting that there is something of a false allure to being alone. Being too surrounded by your creature comforts and just kind of chilling out. Am I going to go out? No, I can't. There's the coronavirus. I'll just order in and binge watch and stay in my comfy pants that I've been wearing for 3 days. Why do I need to shower? I was in the pool 4 minutes today. You know, that sort of thing. You might be asking, what does this have to do with The Hobbit? And, by extension, Bilbo Baggins and his slight social awkwardness? Well, I'll tell you, you wonderful, naive, yet captivating viewer who should totally subscribe to my channel. It has everything to do with it. When it starts off, Bilbo Baggins is a comfortable, well-to-do, respectable hobbit. Yet we say the words respectable. We don't say the words engaging or likable. And that's just the fact. He seems to hide his shyness and his thirst for wanting to get out of his shell behind respectability. He's clearly settled on the short-term gratification of a good book, a comfy chair, and a lot of food. But you wouldn't go so far as to say that he is a particularly happy person. In fact, he looks kind of downright miserable in a lot of respects. Sure, in the book, that's not really the case so much, but this is a review about movies, so humor me. It takes a man or a wizard like Gandalf the Grey to come and knock him out of his slumber and towards his destiny, which that's actually another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. The wizards also seem to have some sort of built-in aversion to socializing with people. You got Radagast the Brown, who's kind of living in his little hermit hovel in Mirkwood, and then you got Saruman the White, who is up in his ginormous tower, basically brooding the whole time and fantasizing about the ring. Basically, Gandalf is the only one, good old Gandalf the Grey, you wandering wizard you, that sets out and looks for company. And in the form of the famous interaction, hey, who are you? I'm Gandalf, and Gandalf means me. They're able to start a budding friendship that in turn forces Bilbo to discover that there's more to him than just old inherited furniture. The Hobbit is a work of fantasy, but in this time period where we are choosing with great ease isolationism, it also reminds you that there is more to life, that just by stepping outside your front door, you can get swept off in adventure, in romance, in mystery, intrigue, all of these wonderful things that make your life worthwhile. You might be comfortable in your isolation. You might have a really comfy house. I mean, hey, if I could carry around a photograph of my bed, I would. I love it so much. But still, you have to admit that there's more to life. And that's something that Bilbo slowly comes to grips with and discovers that he was this entirely different person. He just needed the opportunity to blossom into it. And interestingly enough, he discovers that he doesn't really like being respectable. That's kind of dumb. And more importantly, he discovers that he was kind of born a little too early, that he doesn't really get along with most of the hobbits in the Shire, that it's actually going to be a future generation in the form of Frodo, Samwise, all of those other young hobbits that will then take the ring to Mordor, that he really bonds with, that he really connects with. And it's through them that he's able to be this new Bilbo, this leader, this man who slyly gives some pennies out whenever he feels like it, who takes care of the Samwises of the world who make sure that they learn their letters. And it's all because of one interaction by happenstance from this busybody wizard who says, you know what? You're coming with me on an adventure. So therefore, gang, what I say is wake up early in the morning, put on some pants, comb your hair, and get going.